Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, my question to the Minister of the Environment and Climate Change. We all know that everyone is going to have to do their part to take on climate change. We also know that some are in a stronger position to help than others. In British Columbia, low-income families receive assistance from the government dealing with their carbon tax. In Alberta, the government's proposing to help low-income families with support that will leave them overall better off, even with Alberta's new carbon tax. Will the government support a new consumer rebate to ensure that cap-and-trade does not increase inequality in Ontario?
Thank you. Minister of the Environment and Climate Change.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. We are very concerned about two things that are tied into our plan. One is that we achieve the maximum level of job creation in the low-carbon economy, because the world is going to be different and the economy is going to be different. And we, in our partnership with Quebec and California, will be leading the North American economy and are in job creation already before we've made the massive investments in building retrofits, in making modest-income family homes less expensive to live in, making transportation less expensive by our investments in public transit and electric vehicles and that infrastructure. We've already have $325 million out there, including subsidies for social housing and working families. We have already, even before our system is up and operating, investing at a level that almost no other jurisdiction is, Mr. Speaker. So we think that we've already really on the pathway to what the members' objectives are, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Well, Speaker. The Canadian Centre for Policy Alternatives and the Sierra Club recently noted that struggling families spend a higher percentage of their household income on home heating and on gasoline than those from wealthier households. These struggling families have less control over their emissions, particularly if they're tenants or if they lack access to transit. I believe that the vast majority of Ontarians, regardless of income, are ready to do their part to take on climate change. But the burden has to be shared fairly. What support will this government give to struggling families to ensure that cap-and-trade does not increase inequality in Ontario?
Thank you. Minister.
Mr. Speaker, the short answer to that question is really an unprecedented investment in two things that cost families money: transportation and managing the costs of their homes. We will be massively investing in that. But, Mr. Speaker, we know this will not have any upward pressure on electricity prices. As a matter of fact, we expect a modest reduction in the cost of electricity for families in that area. We also know, working with energy and my colleagues in Municipal Affairs and Housing, we have already have demonstration projects out there that are going to help communities get homeowners into technology that costs almost nothing. We have a great nuclear base load overnight that we can actually use to charge electric vehicles, Mr. Speaker. This transformation, though, Mr. Speaker, is about something else that working families need: more and better jobs. When we retrofit every building in Ontario over the next 2-3 decades, Mr. Speaker, that will be an unprecedented job creation initiative for middle and low-income families. Unprecedented, because it's easy to afford it when you've got a good income, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you.